Morning guys, it's Lori. I actually started a video yesterday and I never had a chance to finish it, so at some point I'm going to stick that in here. But today's VLCD 9 and I have some weights for you guys. Let's see, I ended up deleting some of them because they were the same, so spoiler. I think the last weight I actually put on for you guys was Friday's. So yeah, it's been a few days. It's been a couple days since I've put a video up. So anyways, I'm still going strong, still doing great. Everything's going fine. I just have had a lot of stuff going on that, like yesterday, like I said, I started a video and I wasn't able to get it finished because so many things happened yesterday. Let me tell you a little bit about it really quick. First, I had a doctor's appointment, which I tell you about in the video I started yesterday. Then I came home from that and I was supposed to take my mother-in-law to a doctor's appointment a little bit later. Well, I came home and I was going to get my whiteboard out and finish my video and all this good stuff. My mom calls me and she's like, hey, why is the ambulance leaving your in-laws' house right now? I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I was just on my way home and I saw them leaving, but there's no lights or siren and they're not in a hurry, so I don't know what's going on. I'm like, okay, I'll call you back. So I throw my shoes and coat on and I run down there. Nobody's there. Nobody's answering the phone. I have a key, but it only works for the deadbolt and the handles are locked. It's like, okay, what's going on? So I end up calling my sister-in-law, find out that they are in the emergency room with my mother-in-law because she fell in the bathroom. And so they took her to the emergency room. Let me back up for a second and tell you that my father-in-law is in the hospital. He's been in the hospital for 5 or 6 days at this point, okay? So she was there alone, and he has lung cancer and he's in pretty bad shape. He was in the hospital for heart problems. She was home alone, fell in the bathroom, broke her nose, big huge bump on her head. They did facial scan, CT scan, whatever. They did a lot of stuff, checked for brain bleeds, none of that stuff. So it's basically just a broken nose and she's really bruised up. Her face is like a mess, swollen, her eyes swollen shut, like bandage around. And I mean, she looks really a lot worse than she is, but she's banged up. And she ended up coming home, and they also discharged my father-in-law from the hospital. So they're both a mess right now, like big time. And my brother-in-law, John's brother, spent the night there with them, so they weren't alone. And I don't know what's going to go on today. I don't know whether he took the day off work or what, I don't know. But he does have the FMLA stuff filled out and approved and everything, so he may be there with him right now. In fact, I think I'll drive by and see. But anyways, they're just right down the street from us. So anyway, that's what's been going on around here, what went on yesterday, and everything just threw me off and I never finished my video. So here's yesterday's video. Good morning, it's Lori. So today is VLCD 8 and I'm going to talk about the stats and the weight and all that in a little bit, because I guess until I actually hit record, that wasn't what was on my mind this morning. What's actually on my mind this morning is the fact that I am on my way to a doctor's appointment. I have to be there at 9 o'clock. My appointment's at 9. And I never go to the doctor. I'm not a doctor kind of person. If I've made a doctor's appointment for myself, you know that I need it. But my wrist has been bothering me for ages. Seriously, if you ask me how long this has been going on, I don't even know how to answer that question because it's been a long time. But just since about the first of the year, you know, for about the past 3 months or so, it's been to the point where it's getting really bad. I know it's carpal tunnel syndrome, but you know, that's for the doctor to decide. So I'm going to go and see what he has to say. It's an orthopedic doctor, and I've had the appointment for a couple of weeks. I just hadn't mentioned it. But anyways, we're going to see what he has to say, see what he wants to do. See, I'm afraid I'm going to have surgery. I don't want to have surgery. It's not that I'm afraid of it, but it's more the recovery time. I don't know how long it's going to take to recover from something like that and get back to work. lot of people that count on me. Like the elderly people that I work for really count on me. And not only that, but the ones that don't necessarily need me, as far as like, you know, they're capable of doing things on their own, or they could possibly just get somebody else to fill in for me while I'm, you know, off, but I'm always afraid of losing my jobs, and that's a big deal to me. I don't want to lose any jobs, and I also can't really afford to take a whole bunch of time off work. So anyways, that's the part that's bothering me about it, and that's the whole reason basically that I haven't been to the doctor a little bit sooner. But anyways, I'll let you guys know what they say. Yeah, so that was yesterday's video, and I'm going to give you guys an update on my doctor's appointment, what was said there, and I'm also going to do my weights and all that kind of stuff for you guys. But first, I have to get to my job, and I don't have a whole lot of time because it's really close by, so I'll be back. Okay guys, I am done with this job, and I'm getting ready to head to my next job, and I thought, all right, while I'm sitting here, first thing I'm going to do is give you my stats. All right, so like I said, I have them written down here, and I brought this with me today just so I could do this. On Friday, my weight was 153.4. On Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, it was the exact same weight. So, well, Saturday I'm not entirely sure about because I'm just not sure about. But Sunday and Monday, it was the exact same weight. So I'm just going to say it was the same all 3 days. This morning, I did my weigh-in, and here's my weigh-in from this morning. So that's down 0.6 in the last 3 or 4 days. So that doesn't seem great, does it? But you know what? It is great because in a matter of 8 days, I'm down 8 pounds. So I'm not going to complain about that. If you've been following along with this little series that I'm doing on this HCG round, you'll know that I said you have to keep an eye on that average because I expected this. I expected this to happen, completely expected it. Because my average in the end is going to be a ½ pound a day, and it is still a pound a day is my average. So expect some more smaller numbers and maybe even a little gain here or there. But this is week 2. We're in week 2 now. And week 2 of an HCG round is always the one where people are like, oh, I'm not losing very much. Oh, this week sucks. Week 2, it does kind of suck. But you know what? You got to expect those numbers on the scale to be a lot smaller, if not stalled, or even a little gain, because you have to keep an eye on the average. So I'm happy. I'm down 8 pounds in 8 days because today is VLCD 9, but I weighed this morning. I haven't had VLCD 9 yet. So in 8 days, I'm down 8 pounds, you know? All right. So there's my stats. I'm going to go ahead and show you my food for, let's see, what was it? When did I show you my food last? I think I have food to show you from Sunday and Monday. Okay, hold that thought. I never showed you my food from Saturday. All right, so it is Saturday. It's VLCD 6, and we had some beef jerky earlier at the baseball game, and right now I'm cooking up some cabbage, and it has some pink salt in it, and I ground up some pepper in it, and I'm going to put in some of this garlic and some dough wheat. Put some of that in there, and then I'm going to throw in some of this shredded up London broil that I cooked in the Instant Pot the other day, and that's going to be my little stir fry that I'm making for me and John. It's almost ready. You'll know it's done when one of the kids comes downstairs and says, oh my God, what's that smell? Are you cooking cabbage? This is what I'm going to have for my second protein and my veggie. I feel like munching on some carrots. And I'm going to have some plain Greek yogurt with Mio drops. I'll start with 3 squirts. That's probably going to be plenty. It's this orange tangerine flavor. I think this is, I don't know. I think this might be my favorite. But orange carrots, orange yogurt, sounds good to me. That's what I'm having. Even though I did have the jerky at the ball game, I kind of in my head, I didn't count it. So that could actually be part of the reason that I did have a little stall over the weekend. But who knows? Maybe it was just supposed to be that way over the weekend because, you know, the average thing. Here's Sunday's food. All right. It is Sunday, VLCD 7, and I'm starting my day. Well, it's actually 11:30, but it's my first meal of the day, and I'm going to have some scrambled eggs with green beans, and I've got some of that butter sprinkle. Hold on. This kind, the nacho cheddar butter sprinkle stuff, and a cup of coffee with half and half. Sunday, VLCD 7 today, and I totally forgot to show you guys. I did some food prep. I cooked 2 turkey breasts, bone-in turkey breasts, but just the breast only, you know, without the legs on it or whatever. But anyways, just the Butterball brand, and this is what I ended up with. It's about 25.5 ounces of meat that's left over from what I picked off, and John already ate 1 serving and packed a serving for his lunch tomorrow. And I already ate, like, I don't know, not even half a serving of it probably, really, because I never even put it on a plate. I just ate it as I was doing this. So I just kind of stood here and ate it, picked at it, you know what I'm saying? But this is the other turkey. I just stuck it in a gallon Ziploc, so I didn't feel like fooling around with doing both of them right now. But anyways, this is what we're going to be eating this week. Then here is Monday's food, yesterday's food. Okay, it's VLCD 8, it's Monday. This is lunch. I'm going to have a chopped up salad with, I've got about 2 ounces of cooked turkey on there and 6 slices of pepperoni cut up on top. Yep, I do eat a little bit of pepperoni here and there on this particular HCG protocol. It's not something you're going to find on the original protocol, but I use it once in a while, and so far it works for me. We'll see what happens. Put some of this ranch dressing on there, and this is just the rest of the salad mix that I'm going to be putting away. But anyways, that's going to be lunch. This is just 2.5 ounces. That's the cooked weight of the beef, and this is some of the riced cauliflower. Let me show you what kind it is. I got it from Aldi the other day. It's just this garlic and herb riced cauliflower. It doesn't have anything strange in it. It's just cauliflower, salt, garlic, and parsley. So could I have done that myself? Probably, but here it is, ready to eat. There's my food. I made all that turkey, and it's like, ugh. I could smell it cooking, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's spring. I'm not supposed to be smelling like fall smells. That's Thanksgiving food. But anyways, I do like it a little bit better than the chicken, so yeah. And I don't like chicken on a salad anymore just because I'm sick of it. So I can do the turkey on a salad, though. It is different. It's not the same as chicken. So anyways, yeah. So there's my food and all my numbers for you. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you about my doctor's appointment really quick, okay? He diagnosed it as carpal tunnel syndrome. And the next step is I have to make an appointment with a different doctor for an EMG. It's an electromag something, I don't know. Well, they stick little pins in my arm, up my arm and in my neck somewhere, and they just, it's a nerve test. So yeah, I've watched some YouTube videos on it and stuff, and it'll be all right. I'll live. But I mean, I'm not nervous about stuff like that. I don't really care what they do. Let's just figure this thing out and take care of it. So anyways, he said that part of my pain that I'm having is actually arthritis, but that's mostly like in this area right here. But the rest of it, like in my thumb, like I should show you this side. It's right in here mostly, but that's just the muscle in my thumb right there. He said it's arthritis. So, and he said, and the muscle as well, just being stretched out a lot from my job. So anyways, he says it's carpal tunnel syndrome, but the test will tell us for sure, because it could be something having to do with something in my neck, which is why they tested your neck as well. So anyways, because there's a lot of nerves going down into your hand. You never know, it might not be carpal tunnel. So we'll find out after that test. I have to make an appointment with him again about 2 days later. So I've got the appointments made. I go for the test on April 17th. So, you know, I'll keep you guys updated when that gets closer. Probably not until the day, actually. So the appointment was just about over. He said, okay, go get your appointments made, and I'll see you back next time I see you back. My best guess is that we're going to be talking surgery. So that was what he said. We'll see what happens next time. All right, so that's enough of that, and I'm on my way to my job, and I really don't think I have anything more to add today. And if I do, I'll come back. I had to hurry up and get down here to the ball game because there's a baseball game, and this little guy right here is not eating food that I can have, so.
I just ate food you can have, didn't I?
That's true. Good point, Hayden. He says, I just ate food you can have, didn't I? Yes, he did. He just had cucumbers, and I can have cucumbers if I want. So, in fact, I bought some little baby cucumbers to cut up and bring to the ball games with me because if you put some salt on those can satisfy me pretty good as a little snack at a baseball game. But I did bring this. I got one of these big bags of jerky. What time is it, Hayden? It's after 5 because the game started at 5. Is this the second inning? I think this is top of the second inning. And so whatever time it is, I haven't eaten anything yet. And honestly, I'm really not that hungry. So I'm not going to eat this jerky unless I get like super hungry. So I might before this game's over. So all I really wanted to say was we're at a ball game. I brought some jerky, and I brought a kid that's not eating very P2 friendly foods. Actually, he did eat the cucumbers, as he pointed out to me, didn't you?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, he's a pretty smart kid. He's very observant, so he pretty much knows what I can and can't have. But I have my iced coffee too, so it's got some sugar-free hazelnut in it. I really didn't have a whole lot of point of checking in right now, except just to say, hey, we're at a baseball game and I brought some jerky. Brendan's starting pitcher tonight, so that's cool. This team's pretty good. Okay, well the scoreboard's not on, and they got a guy on third, so I gotta go because I'm keeping score on my little notepad. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you probably tomorrow.
Oh!